Hello, this is Third Club, and today I am doing something different than a LEGO set review. I mean, it's still Star Wars related, so people who are here for the Star Wars aspect, you're still getting that. But I'm reviewing some Black Series figures because I thought those would be cool to pick up, and I have two here. These are both from the 50 Years of Lucasfilm lineup, which actually there's LEGO products for that as well. We have the not UCS, I'm sorry, it's legally not. The R2-D2 set, which is a 50 Years of Lucasfilm set. But Black Series does these as well, and I also do kind of wonder how come if they are releasing so many that, like, if they're releasing them this year, some of them are 50 years and some of them aren't. But that's beside the point. So we have a Shoretrooper. Also, it says Archive on the side of the box, so that you might want to know that. We have a Shoretrooper here and the Imperial Hovertank driver. Although both of these are advertised here on the back. We actually have some information. You can pause this and read it if you want. But these ones are mainly, they're supposed to be Rogue One figures. They have the really nice images and a little timeline of everything here. So you can see all the movies, shows. Mandalorian's not in there, which is surprising. But, yeah. So you can sure pause this. We'll zoom in if you want to read. So, yeah. Let's get into the characters here, because we do have two. Before I start reviewing, some quick information. These are both $20, although, however, they are kind of scarce at the moment because a lot of people are buying them. These figures are both just released on, well, April 1st. I say just released. They're really hard to find. And you might be paying more than $20 if you really, really want these. So starting off with the Shoretrooper here, it's actually pretty nice. We get a lot of detail and printing, which I feel like is overwhelming for me because usually Star Wars figures rarely have arm printing, and then these ones have diversity. We have the kind of red design here. I guess it's a commander. Notably on this one's blaster, and the other one doesn't have this. There's silvery bits, which I guess maybe the sand has chipped away at the paint on it or whatever. And on the head, it's actually very nice. There's a lot of detail. It looks like it's kind of like dust and grime that you'd have from just leaving it on a shelf, but it's not. It's all printed on, and it's really well done. It's kind of hard to see, but it's just all these little details, and little edges here. There's more dust kind of stuff, and it's all printed. And I guess because it is a Shoretrooper, there is also bits of sand printed onto the boots, which is nice. And these figures are very posable. There's also a white stripe here. Very posable. Heads move around. You've got this chest movement, kind of. The hands are both different and have their own range of movement. The wrists kind of move in different ways depending on which side. This one kind of does this. This one does that. There are slight differences. On the back, we can see kind of supplies, maybe, that this backpack is carrying, maybe a water container or such. I don't know. I'm sure someone can properly explain what each of these things is. Little bag. And so for the material, it's kind of a mix of rubber and plastic. I think it's mostly a rubbery material for a lot of these. Getting these little plates on here, you can lift that up kind of. It's a lot of rubber components in these. And, by the way, both figures here, the Hovertank driver and Shoretrooper, they do have some pretty similar molds, I guess, because they are similar characters. And on the Hovertank driver, I found that these, the helmet here is very similar to the Final Order Jet Troopers from the Sith Trooper Battle Pack. It's a very similar helmet. The weapon here doesn't have little silver markings on it, and there's no kind of waist cape, which some LEGO figures have. Seems details in the back. It's very similar, except in a more white color, but it still does maintain these really nice detailed components. Do I think these are worth buying? I think that kind of depends on who you are. If you are interested in collecting all things Star Wars, or maybe you just really like these characters or Rogue One in general, then yeah, I think if you can find them, they're definitely worth picking up. I think, however, if you're just a Lego collector, maybe I don't know, it really depends, because it would add variety to any collection, and depending on which troopers you might like, that could be like a fun add-on. Also, by the way, for like the normal figures, this is like a 501st Scout, which LEGO definitely needs to make. Here's just a little size comparison. They're pretty small compared to these guys. Definitely more oriented towards display, despite the fact they are for 4+. So yeah, that's my review, and maybe I'll have more of these. I know there's like some Bad Batch figures, which goes well with the new show. I already have a pre-order for one coming in August. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Should I continue to review these, or should I only do Legos? Thank you for watching this, and stay safe.